Alright, today I'm going to show you how to make a sheet metal brake where you can get your piece of sheet metal without having to buy one of those expensive brakes that you may only use once or twice. You got a little small job around the house or on a job or something. This is pretty simple. All you need is a couple of 1x4s, and you can do up to 16 foot long. They definitely have to be as straight as you can get them. And then you just need a few clamps, some 10 snips, a hammer. So I'm going to go ahead and set the first one up, show you how to get started. You want to put your sheet metal on your first piece of 1x or 1x6, whatever you're using. In this case, we're doing a 3.5 inch before the brake. Now, until you learn how to use this thing, it is kind of cumbersome. You got to kind of move it around and just be careful. Wear gloves. This stuff is super sharp. Okay, we're doing a 10-foot piece, and what we need to do is we need to lay it. What we're going to do is lay this factory edge on the back of this 1x4 all the way down, so we know we'll get a straight piece. Okay, we got it laid on the back of this first one. Now what we want to do is lay our other one on top of it, and then we'll clamp it down. Now on your first one, you want to make sure, start at one end. Okay, we know the edge of our sheet metal is at the back of our 1x4. Now we just move right on down the line. The more clamps you have, the easier it is to bend this stuff. Okay, now that we got this set the way we want, what we're going to do is come back and cut this off the length that we need away from the edge. In other words, we want about a 1/2 inch overhang, but we're going to go ahead and do about 1 inch overhang. So at this point, you can use some kind of a metal tool like a nail or something. You can run your line down this thing, and then you can trim it off, because now that it's straight, this piece is going to hold it really nice for you. Won't be flying around or jumping around on you while you're cutting it. So we'll go ahead and mark this and cut it now. Okay, in this case I'm using a 3-inch drill bit and a nail. I can't find my ice pick. And we just hold our drill bit like that, nail right next to it, and just run right down that thing. We get a nice straight mark. Okay, now we got it marked. We'll just take our tin snips. Now you can do this before you clamp it in there. But like I say, today it's so cotton picking windy. This stuff's blowing all over the place, so we're just going to take. You can see that line there. You can barely see it, but you can see that line that we're going to cut. Now it don't have to be perfect because you can always trim it up. What you do is start at one end, just bend it over a little bit, alright, you've gotten through with that. Now what we want to do is lean it over. We want our top of our clamps to lay on this one by. And now we just start beating this down with a hammer very lightly. You don't have to hit it hard.